maker must have in his or her personality. The first one I would like to depict is focus. I think you guys know what is focus means, but in detail I will give you a small example. I will give you an example of a man called Murugan Thiruvoram. Murugan was an orphan in Ernakulam. Once he was an orphan, now he is running a great institution. He spent his boyhood in an orphanage. After that, he became an auto rickshaw driver. During his course of his life, he helped lots of people, mainly homeless people, especially people who are living in the streets. His focus was only a single thing, to eradicate poverty. Now I would like to say that he had saved around 8,000 people in Ernakulam, not only in Ernakulam, from various parts of Kerala. And my dear friends, believe me, Mr. Murugan Thiruvoram had won the Amazing Indian Award by the Times Now channel. Even the President of India had conferred him a national award for his services in social charity activities. So, I had given an opportunity to interview Mr. Murugan Thiruvoram. So his main point was the focus which he had contributed, he had dedicated, he had given throughout his course of life to eradicate social injustice, mainly in Dalits and the poor communities. So this is what we have to adopt as an attribute for decision making process, my dear friends. We must have a thorough focus. Rather, I would like to say that laser like focus. This laser like focus will help you to gain more information, more relevant data in the decision making process itself. The second attribute or quality which I would like to depict is positive thought or positive mentality. We will discuss a small management story. We will have two marketing managers, Mr. X, Mr. Y. These two guys are going to sell shoes. Well, the MD of the company had given them an assignment. Mr. X, please come. I will give you an assignment. Please go to a native village in Africa. Just sell these shoes, our brand. Okay, Mr. X said, okay, so I will go. Mr. X went there. He met the chief of that native village. The meeting is not that much fruitful. We can't do purchase or selling activities in this particular region, but we have to take strategies, sir. I think please give me another place. I am not that much equipped to work in this particular place. After that, the managing director had assigned the same work, the same project to Mr. Y. Y went to that place, met the chief, same thing occurred. Chief started shouting to Y, get out. Get out, why are you coming here? You don't have any right to sell shoes. You belong to the devil category. But why given communication to the managing director that, sir, please send a container shoes to this particular region. We have a big sale, a big turnout in this particular region. Do you know why took that particular decision? Why had stated that through proper training, through proper classes, through proper awareness, we can change the mindset. A man came to Kanya and he says that India begins here. India begins here. This is what positive attitude means. So in decision making, you have to be very positive. Lots of negativity will be there. Your friends will give you negative energy. Your staff the decision making process. Even I would like to give you another example. You know the word N, which is very important in decision making process. Do you know why? Because all decisions are future oriented. We will take a decision today. Mr. Mandela in Africa, he is known as Madiba. Mandela had spent one day I will get my independence. One day my people will have liberty. The next thing is being creative. Creativity is another important in a five-star restaurant, what sort of food you get. After that, the waiter had given him the bill. The bill is around 2,000 rupees. The man is having only 100 rupees. Waiter and the manager called the police. Police took him to the police station. This man had given 100 rupees to the police guy. They freed him. This is what financial management means in a comic sense, isn't it? This man giving 100 rupees to the policeman, all issues, all errors are over. But being creative is not like that. Creativity means you have to see the future. You have to plan well before you act. Even thousands of lakhs of people must salute your idea. This is what creativity means. So in decision making process as well as in problem solving process or in conflict resolution, we need proper creativity. So these four are the basic attributes which we need in decision making and problem solving process. The first one is focus. The second one is positive thought. And the third one is commitment, creativity, and optimistic approaches. These are the biggest attributes which we need in decision making process. Now, the important part of our topic should be discussed. What are the various stages in decision making and problem solving means? How we will discuss or how we adopt decisions. The first and foremost point is find your problem. I will repeat it. Find your problem. First, we must put forward various sort of problems. Then we have to select what is the biggest problem which we are going to face. So the first and primary point is find your problem. A detailed analysis must be there. A diagnosis must be there in analyzing the problem. Various sort of scientific techniques are there to know the problem. Use it, use your staff, use your resources, then find the problem. Even coming to the country, our country, India, the government had lots of mechanism in administrative sector. Even in defense, there are lots of threats. How are they finding the problems? We have the research and analytic wing. RAW is there. IB is there, Intelligence Bureau. They used to work a lot, especially spy works. Then they will find the problems. So, a detailed analysis must be given to the first point, which is finding the problem. The second thing is look at the potential causes of the problem. Look at the potential causes of the problem. Here we are discussing the question why. Why we are analyzing the problem or why this problem is arising in our activity orientation. This is the second thing. Here we must be very cautious, very alert, because various other information may mishandle or divert our entire course of action. So we have to be very alert in this particular region. Here also we will use lots of techniques. Then we will discuss it in a detailed version. Also a communication pattern must be there in the 3 level of management. We know that decision making is done by the management itself in an organization. So top level is there, middle level is there, lower level is also there. So a proper communication system must be there between these domains. Now the third important point is identifying the alternatives. We know that alternatives are vast. Even for transportation, we have air, we have water, we have rail, we have road. But what is the exact medium of transportation? It is according to the individual's perspective. If I would like to go to US, I must take a flight. I can't take rail. It will take days or months. So this is what identifying the alternatives means. Many sort of alternatives are there. So we have to identify all sort of alternatives. Then we must give a thorough report about these alternatives. The SWOT analysis of each alternative. I think you know what is SWOT means. Strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. All 4 dimensions must be there about the alternatives itself. So the third point is identifying the alternatives. The fourth point is selecting the best alternative to the decision making process. I already mentioned that I have 12 alternatives, but my problem is a single problem and I have to take a single alternative for that. So I will choose a single alternative, then I will discuss with my experts, then we will select a particular system, how to implement it. So the next important step is implementation of this particular alternative. First, we will identify the problem. In the second stage, what we do, we will go through why this problem occurs, the cause of this particular problem. Then we will set the alternatives. Then after that, we will select a best alternative, and then we will implement the alternative. After that, the final step is monitoring. We have to monitor the entire activity if the end result is positive or negative. So this is the biggest thing which we have to ensure. We had selected an alternative, but at the same time, if that problem is there or not, if the problem is terminated, or else if the problem is increasing at an alarming rate, this is an important aspect. So we have to make sure that the problem is destroyed. So this is the final step in decision making and problem solving. So these are the basic guidelines or basic steps in decision making and problem solving. Now we will discuss what are the qualities of decision making and problem solving. Why we are giving this much priority? Is it help me in my activities? Yes, no doubt. So the first biggest advantage of decision making and problem solving is it helps to enhance my profits, no doubt. We know that we do business, we do management activities, etc., etc. But decision making and problem solving will help me in getting more profit in my activity. We know that economic activities are classified into business, profession, employment, isn't it? In employment I get salary, in business I get profit, in profession I get fees. No matter what you choose, but you have to connect it with proper decision making and problem solving solutions and activities. It will automatically result in getting more profit. So the first important quality of decision making and problem solving is it helps in great number of profits. Coming to the second merit of decision making and problem solving, maximization of resources. When we go through a decision making process, we know the proper usage of our resources. Thus, we will maximize the entire consumption. We will use the best possible utility of our resource. So, it will automatically maximize the resources. The third point I would like to give is efficient management. Usually, people must be lazy in some sort of times. When we adopt decision making process, people may get energetic. They will work hard. They will work hard to attain the organizational objective of the institution. So it will result in greater efficiency. So we can say that efficiency in management, efficiency in staff, etc. is there in the organization itself. Now, coming to the fourth point, it helps in economic development. My dear friends, we know that we had suffered a lot to get our independence. So while going back to that age, I would like to give you an incident in 1940. Do you know how many Britishers were there in 1940 at India? Do you know how many Indians were there in 1940? What is the population of India? The population was around 40 crores. And for your kind information, the number of Britishers were around 4 lakhs. It's an irony, isn't it? 4 lakhs Britishers ruling 40 crore Indians. This is what efficiency of decision-making solutions or management solutions. So Mr. Gandhi had adopted a new strategy. He adopted an innovative, a creative decision-making process. He didn't conquer the British with bows and arrows or swords or cannons, but he used the non-violent system against the Britishers, against a land where the sun never sets. This is what decision making means. So it helps in economic development of the nation. Today, many of the decision making experts are giving emphasis on national goals. We have to increase our gross domestic product, isn't it? We have to increase our national income, the standard of living of people. So many of the industries are giving priority to decision making. This will automatically help to enhance the economy of the country. We can give more employment opportunities. India is now regarded as the global workforce. In 2020, India will be the global workforce. So we can say that we can help decision making process and problem solving solutions in economic goals or economic development. So this is the fourth most important merit which I would like to give in decision making process. So these are the basic structure, advantages of decision making process and problem solving. Now we will discuss what are the career perspectives of this particular topic. First of all, in management students, they must give big priority to decision making as well as problem solving solutions. Do you know why? Because in MBA, Master of Business Administration, as well as PGDM, post-graduation diploma in management, a majority of the papers cover this topic in a greater emphasis, no doubt on that. So management students must thoroughly know this particular process. Also, they must invest in their research and development activities to find out new techniques in decision making process. Coming to BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration, as well as BCom, Bachelor of Commerce, students must know the foundations of this particular topic. Today in India, a common concept called MSP, Management Student Program, is arising. They are just giving the alphabets of decision making and problem solving in their certificate courses. Also, postgraduate diploma programs are there. It will help you a lot in decision making, mainly post-graduation diploma in management, post-graduation diploma in human resource management. All these subject covers decision making and problem solving in a greater perspective. So the career perspective is very high in this particular topic. Every job, every domain, if you are a doctor, if you are an engineer, it doesn't matter. You have to be a good decision maker. No doubt on that. So the proper setup is we have to invest a lot in this particular topic. Even the University Grants Commission is giving bigger emphasis on seminars, especially national seminars in this particular thing. Even disaster management. In recently there was a big incident in Kerala at Kollam Paravur called Puttingal incident. The disaster management, the term disaster management we discussed. So there also we have to adopt decision making process. So this topic is very vast. Decision making is a vast topic. So we have to gain more information, more perspectives in this particular thing. Coming to entrepreneurship perspective, decision making is a thorough one. If you want to become an entrepreneur also, you have to be a good decision maker. Coming to a family, the great issues arising in a family are also solved through decision making process. So all sort of activities, even coming to elections, even the political parties are fighting each other. Lots of rivals are there. So how will you win? Your effective decision strategy, the way you solve your problems, this makes leaders. If you want to become a dictator, you don't have to focus on decision making process. But if you want to become a leader, you have to invest a lot in decision making process. Coming to the general education sector, we need to give more importance to decision making process. I think we have to start management clubs in school levels, especially UP high school and higher secondary levels. Through that particular clubs, the students must give a chance to take decision. Just give them a case study. Just do a group activity. 10 members are there in a group. Just give them a case study, take effective decision. You are just going to a picnic, you are having this particular incident. How will you take decisions, or how will you solve your problem? This is a basic example in decision making and problem solving. So my dear friends, the role of management in decision making and problem solving is very vital. This is what I would like to give you in my next information. We know management is the art of getting things done by others. Rather, we would like to say that doing activities by leading the people. This is what management means. So the term management plays a vital role in empowering or shaping decision making and problem solving solutions. No doubt on that. We know 5 principles are there: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. In the first activity, planning, we are thinking in advance, what should be done, who should do it, when should be done. All sort of activities are there in planning. Coming to organizing, what is organizing? systematic arrangement of men, material and money. The third point, staffing, appointing the right person for the right job. Now coming to the fourth point or fourth activity is direction. What does direction means? Organizing the whole sort of management activity to attain the organizational objectives. The final thing is controlling. Actual performance, standard performance, we will have a comparison, then we will fix the target itself. This is what management functions are focused on. So all sort of these 5 functions plays a vital role in shaping decision making and problem solving solutions. They have a big role in shaping this particular concept. Even coming to Henry Fayol's principles of management, I would like to give you a principle called authority and responsibility. What is authority? Authority means right to give the orders. What is responsibility? Responsibility means the obligation to obey the given order. In this particular incident also, we have a great ecstasy in decision making and problem solving solutions. So I would like to say that management principles, management functions has a big role in decision making process. After that, I would like to give you another concept called Maslow's hierarchy theory. We know that lots of needs are there. First, we would like to have social needs, safety needs, isn't it? After that, after the esteem needs, we will have self-actualization need. It's the highest need. In this particular concept also, we take decisions. From time to time, we take decisions. This helps us to take what priorities we need in our life. My dear friends, if you want to get success in your life, my dear friends, if you want to get efficiency in your activity, if you want to communicate clearly, if you want to help others, you have to be a good decision maker. Now, I will give you some names of some personalities. We will just go through their activities. First, I would like to give you Mr. Umman Chandi, the Chief Minister of Kerala. A great visionary, a great leader. He is a good administrator also. Recently, he had gone through many of issues, many of scams. Many of allegations were there against him by his opposition counterparts. But at the same time, he is a calm and quiet person. He used to give a smile towards those allegations. He completed 5 years. Even in this particular 5 years, he had changed Kerala a lot. Now we have Startup Village, we have Kerala Startup Mission, we have lots of entrepreneurs, we have nice IT parks. So at the same time, lots of negatives are there. He is creating a positive attitude. This is what effective decision making means. Coming to Mr. Narendra Damodar Das Modi, the Prime Minister of India, at that time when he ruled Gujarat, when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, many allegations were there. He had done that, he killed a lot of people, many allegations were there. But at the same time, he fought really well. Now he is the Prime Minister. He is not only just a leader, but the Prime Minister of India. So this is what taking the right decision. Taking the right decision at the right time. This is what I would like to give you in my next area of information. You have to take the right decision at the right time, because delayed decision is denied decision. I will repeat it. Delayed decision is denied decision. So you have to take the right decision at the right time. This will help you a lot in more activities. My dear friends, we are having lots of competitions. Severe competition is there in management, in education. We have lots of employment opportunities, but unfortunately, I would like to say that underemployment is biggest threat in India. Even a PhD holder is just sitting in a reception. This is what happening in India because of bad decisions. So you have to take right decisions at the right time. This will connect you to your success, to your roadmap to get creativity, to gain more efficiency. So this is what I would like to emphasize on my entire session. Taking decisions is not just taking or collecting information. You are just investing yourself. You are just analyzing your potentiality. You are just highlighting your personality into it. So thorough preparation must be there. Please give big priority to documentation. If you are just going to start a new business or you are just opting for a new job, please give big emphasis for documentation process. If you start an internet cafe, just go through the various internet cafes in your localities, how they work, and also make an action plan. What can I offer through my particular internet cafe which others are not offering? This is what decision making means, my dear friends. So please give emphasis on documentation process also. Big career opportunities are there for decision making people. Believe me, after 2020 or 2025, majority of the world demands good managers, good entrepreneurs. So if you focus on decision making and problem solving activities, you can get more money, you can get more happiness in your life. So I would like to thank the entire viewers of this particular webinar. Please focus on your studies, please focus on your activities, then you will get success. Thank you. Jai Hind.